Assalamualaikum guys, welcome back to the channel. Guys, last video was about selectors and we discussed that how many types of selectors we have, and we also went over to CSS syntax and some intro. So today we left, I think, two selectors. We discussed three selectors, that is the element selector, we discussed the ID selector, we discussed the class selectors. So now two type of selectors more we have, that one is called the universal selector and one is called the grouping selector. So this is how the universal selector selects. So universal means star. You need to represent the universal selecting star. What is the meaning for star in this in program? Every program. Star means to select all the text. Star symbol represents select all the HTML elements on the page. Let's say I am explaining with code that, let's say, as you see, this my front page contains heading tags, various types of headings, okay, headings, and it contains a paragraph. But what you want that your every paragraph and your every heading will have a same color, will have a same font size, and will have a same font family. So you need to define the universal selector. So how you define the universal selector, I'm just explaining. See on the screen here one, I need, as I want to give the color, okay, for heading, for paragraphs. Let's say if my website contains the div sections as well, so it will apply on all HTML, sorry, on all HTML tags, okay, displayed or present in the web page. Let's say I want to give by default, let's say color I'm giving you for every heading and paragraph. Let's say what is it called? I want to give the color that is called this is hexadecimal color I'm giving you, that is called the white. Okay, white color I assigned it to you. Now I want the font family. Let's say font family is called the Courier New. It will apply career new, and let's say font size I want to give, let's say it is called the 40 pixels. So this is I defined for all HTML elements. Now we'll see in the browser that how it works. As you see, by default it selects one thing. Actually, I think so one thing is mistaken. Let me just raise this all. Okay, now we'll see for all ones, okay, because I have not raised the paragraph IDs. No, IDs present, that's why sometimes it's not. Where is the one? Why is not working? I need to check. Oh, what's the problem here? Why is it not working? Sorry, it's by default the white color. I need to take the black one. Sorry, maybe that's the issue. Yeah, here one I defined here. Now we'll see in the browser that how it works. As you see, by default, I told you, as I select the universal selector, so all sizes are same. As you see, font family is same, okay, font color is same, okay. So this is how your universal selectors works, okay. If you want, let's say you are making a website and you see that every heading, every paragraph, every div section, every button contains the same color, so you need to select the star selector, okay. Star selectors will select all of the things which you want. So this is how your universal selector, this is star selector, is also called the universal selector as well. So this is how your universal selector works. Then we have the grouping selector. The grouping selector selects all the HTML elements with the same style definition. Okay. Yes, it will be the, it is better practice to group the selectors to minimize the code. Let's say you can combine the element selectors as well. Let's say here, let's say you have written, yeah, here one. Let's say I just want to remove this one. Let's say here one I define the heading and paragraph as well. Let's say what I need to do, as you know, this H3 and P, these both are the element selectors, so I can merge both. Let's say with separate with the P tag. Now, once I separate the p tag, now what is the heading we have written, or what's the color we have written inside? Let's say you want to give the let's say you want to give the h3, h2, and let's say p for paragraph. Okay, you want to give the same color, same font family, and so you can combine both with a comma sign. Okay, but be remember that if you want to give the style for H3, let's say you want to give the color red, but for this P, you want to give the color pink, so you need to separately assign. This is for only for that one. Let's say you want your heading and paragraph is same, so you just combine, because this when you combine this one, this actually minimize your code. Okay. Otherwise, if you write for this one, then it also contains 4 to 5 lines. But if you want that your both these selectors, element selectors, have the same color, so what you need to do, you just combine, okay, in order to minimize the code. So result will you see in the browser. Why? So I think I have now shut the file. Well, maybe it's the issue. Yes, now I saved the file. Let's see what will happen in the browser. Why it's not working every time? Sometimes the issue is present, so that's why maybe it's not working. But I need to check it again. What's the problem here? Okay. Sometimes in my computer or laptop, this is not working. Yeah, now it's working. Okay, I think I have not saved the file. As you see, green color for all paragraphs and tags. As my website only contains the heading and paragraph, so that's why all of had a green color. So this is how you group selectors works. Okay, you can group the colors as you can group the selectors as well. So this is about the selectors. We discussed the 5 type of selectors. First is called the element selector that contains the heading tag, paragraph tag. Okay, these are called the element selectors. Same like we have the id selector. Let's say you want to give the color specifically for this paragraph, so you want to give the class or id. Same like we discussed the universal selector. If you want to give the style for all web pages, then you select the universal selector. Then we have now discussed the grouping selector. Same like IT selector. Yes, I already explained this. Now we do not need to discuss again. Now we need to how to add CSS. When the browser, we remember when the browser reads the style sheet, it will format the HTML documents according to the information in the style sheet. 3 ways to insert CSS. 3 ways to insert CSS. We have 3 ways. One is called externally CSS, which I am using. How I externally link C in my main actual file. This is how I link externally. What you need to do, give, you just define the link. Relation is style sheet, type is text or CSS, and href, this is the style, this is the name for the style file, style1.css, as you see here one. So this is the way to externally link CSS. But if you want to give the styles internally, internally means in the style tag, in the main tag, okay, in the main file, you need to define the style tag as I am showing here. Here one, as I define the body tag. So in body, you want to give, let's say, color, what is it called? Let's say here one, in head section, I define the style tag. So once I define the style tag, what you need to do, you need to give the style here. Let's say now I am not externally linking. I am just commenting this one, and all of my code. Let's say I want to write here one, here in style. Now in style tag it will works. Okay. Now this is internally I am linking. Okay, internally. Now let's move in the browser and see. As you see, every style is all same. Okay. As I'm refreshing, but the style is same because now I just change, instead of externally, now I internally link my CSS. Same like if you want to give, but it's a better practice to externally link, because um, uh, uh, let's say you want to change the color of your website or your paragraphs, then if you merge the code with your actual file, then it's very, very difficult for you to find out. So it's a better practice to put your JavaScript file separate. CSS file separate, your code main file separate. Okay, same like every file separate. So whatever, let's say you change, you just go in the style and change for that one. So I'm just moving back. Uh, Yes, I am moving back now. It's externally linked. Okay. So same like I told you that internally inside the style you want to give, and externally via link you assign. Same like we have that is called the third one that is called inline style. Inline styling says, let's say, internally, as we remember, yeah, externally I am linking, externally I'm just commenting. Let's say inline styling means that inside that one, inside that tag, you want to give the style. So here, what you need to do, you just define the style. Let's say I want the font family. So font family, let's say I am want the Harry, and same like I want to give, let's say, font, sorry, not font display, font size. Let's say I want the font size of 40 pixels for this one. So this is how you giving the inline styling. Now see it will work. Okay, as you see, it's internally work. Okay, as you see, this is quite bigger than others. So this is how you inline style. This is called the inline style. But it's a better practice. I told you to externally connect the file rather than inline or extra internal. Okay, okay. Sorry, inline style. Same like we have internal styling styles may be used at internal style should may be used if one's HTML page has a unique style. Okay. Inline style may be used to apply a unique style for a single element, multiple style sheets as well. Okay. Cascading order. We have now cascading order. What style will be used when there is more than one style specified for an HTML element? All styles in the page will cascade into a new virtual style, okay, by following rules. We have some rules. Let's say inline styles inside an HTML element, external and internal styles in the head section, and third one is browser default. So an inline style has a higher probability and will override external and internal styles as well, and browser default. So this is all about what is it called, selectors and sorry, styles. Okay, how you link the styles externally link. Then we have comments. Let's say I'm just telling you if you want to comment your CSS code, so you use the multi-line. Okay, let's say you here with the star, with the hash star. This is how you comment the code. So this is the only way to comment the CSS code. So this is what I explained today about, we discussed the comments, and we discussed how you link your CSS file internally, externally, or inline. So guys, this is all about CSS. This is today's tutorial. So guys, if you like my video, kindly do like, subscribe, and share me to the next video. Take care.